What is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do NFL Beast Picks Wild Card Playoff Edition. Um, Joining me, reigning 48.
We're alive.
We're live. Yes. So it is the playoffs. A lot of interesting games, a lot of interesting matchups. Um, we get ready for who is going to be in the Super Bowl. It is not going to be Kansas City, so that's one positive thing.
It will not be the Baltimore Ravens.
That's another positive thing, I guess.
It will not be the Detroit Lions.
That is another positive thing. The only
And
thing
it will
possible
not
is the
be Joe
Eagles.
Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, and hopefully the Eagles get eliminated, and then we would just have a brand new champion no matter what.
Well,
Uh,
brand new within the last, 10 years?
I
That's not
guess.
correct, actually, because New England had one, 2018?
Well, yeah, if you're talking about like 10 years, but it's been a while for them. But it would be good not for them to win, though. They've won enough. All right. It's been a wild week, especially for all the teams that started in the offseason. But nonetheless, this is for the big boys. So let's get it on here. Saturday, wild card 4:30. We have the LA Rams at the Carolina Panthers.
The Rams are a 10.5 point favorite.
Wow, that is a big uh favorites right there for the Rams. Um uh, Now the Panthers did beat the Rams
They
earlier.
sure did.
So, and it's in Carolina, and if I know anything about how these wild card games are when it comes to these losing record teams winning, it's not very good for the road team. The Rams dropped 2 games. They lost to Carolina before. Um, and we're gonna need upsets anyways in this week. So I find it very ironic here, but I think I'm gonna go with the Panthers to win. Everyone's probably picking the Rams, but this just puts another point into why a losing team shouldn't get the home game. But I think because of the home field, the Panthers will win. Give me the Panthers. I'm gonna say 27-17. Panthers in an upset win.
So we're going to obviously start off opposite here. And it's not because I don't believe you. Because if there's one game this week that I think the upset truly exists, I do think it's this game. We just recently saw them beat
Yeah,
the Rams at home.
and it's at home
However,
again.
what?
And it's at home again.
I know. However, I think Matt Stafford, this Puka Nacua led team, it's a totally different team in the shine. I think unfortunately they are the NFC favorites. I really do think the Rams have the best shot at getting to the Super Bowl.
Really?
I think that the Rams, yes, I think the Rams are one of the best teams in the NFC. I don't care what the seeding says. Um, I do think that they, at the moment, are one of the hottest teams and one of the best. Nakua was doing things unheard of. I am going to say it's the Rams. I'm going to say it's a close game. I'm going to say it might be one of the best games of the weekend. Um,
Maybe.
Give me the Rams 35, the Panthers 27.
You're still having it as a close game, though. So that's interesting. I mean, Panthers just squeaked in. They lost, but then they won because the Falcons won. So my scenario did happen, which I feared. Hopefully, one day we can figure something out. I mean, I've already proposed my rule change on how you make the division significant still, but still have a losing team not be the road or be the home team. And hopefully one day they'll actually take my idea out of consideration. Uh all right. Here is my game on Amazon, 8 o'clock, and I'm waiting all week for this. Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears.
The
Oh,
Green Bay Packers are basically a pick 'em favorite, 1.5 points.
we should have more than that.
I disagree.
I disagree on that
In
too.
Chicago, you also just lost to this team.
Yeah, by a fluke. We almost had a backup quarterback. If they don't recover the onside kick, we win the game. Period.
Okay, so you feel like the Rams are going to feel any other way that they're going to say that they shouldn't
It's different
no.
because it's our division rivals. We know them close. I am telling you right now, Kyle, I am so fired up about this game. Like, oh man, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Jordan Love's going to be on firing all cylinders. The dirty hit should have been ejected for it. Uh, he's ready to, Jordan Love, he's ready. He was ready last week, but, they had to rest everybody out because everybody is injured right now. They had to rest everybody up for this game. They're ready to go. The Bears played their starters last week against the Detroit Lions and
They didn't play
lost.
them all. They did not play them all.
They played most of them. They were trying to get the seed, which is ironic because the Eagles ended up losing anyways. So they did it all for nothing. But yeah, I think we beat them. I think we're gonna go up there, get an early lead on them, pull our will on them. Give me. It's gonna be like a Cowboys game from a couple years ago when we destroyed the Cowboys. We're freaking gonna win 34 to freaking 17. Pose our will on them. This is gonna be the blowout game. Packers win the game very easy, and we move on. Go Pack, go! I know you're gonna disagree with me, but I know it's coming. We're boiling. We're boiling for this game.
You're you're not boiling because you're limping in at the moment. You don't have your starting defensive end in Micah Parsons. Your defense has looked flat the last couple weeks. And quite honestly, I think the biggest issue, if you want to call it this, the Bears have not started what I would dare say is their best receiver in the last, what, 5 weeks, 6 weeks? Most likely getting him healthy. Rome Odunze is back. He's got no injury designation. Luther Burden is on a breakout candidate. And what's that first round pick, 10th overall? Colston Loveland is throttling. He's playing phenomenal football at the tight end position, which the Packers have been pretty horrific at covering lately.
We also got our
I-
receiving core too.
but the point of it is the Bears are playing stickier coverage right now than the Packers are. If I were to go 1 for 1, I'm sorry, we're going to do this if we want to play this game. If I'm going to go 1 for 1, hey, Vay, you're going to make me do this, huh? Let me pull up the Packers depth chart.
Oh man, I'm ready for this game.
Left left wide receiver Christian Watson.
Yep.
The Bears left wide receiver
That's what got
is Rome
JT
Odunze.
coming back.
He has been playing.
Well, yeah, I know.
Rome Odunze versus Christian Watson. I'm sorry, Rome Odunze is winning that battle 10 out of 10 times. Rome Odunze is Christian Watson is fighting exactly what his thing has been. He's not consistent. He came back from injury. He had 5 great weeks and it just disappeared. Poof, magic. If he were a consistent receiver, he would be one of the top 20 receivers in the league. No one's going to doubt that.
Well, we also have other receivers too that are also getting open as well.
Am I not going through the depth chart?
No, you're going through it. You got Romeo Dobbs.
Right receiver, Romeo Dobbs, DJ Moore.
Yeah.
If this were 2 years ago, DJ Moore wins this in a landslide. This is 2025, 2026. This one I could call a coin flip. Heading into the playoffs might even lean towards Romeo Dobbs. Dobbs is coming up on a contract. Has probably had his most consistent year of his career. We'll give this one to Green Bay here. I will give Romeo Dobbs over DJ Moore.
Okay.
Slot receiver, Jaden Reed, versus Luther Burden. Reed, a guy who, when healthy, is premier. Hasn't really looked great since coming back from his injury of a broken clavicle. Luther Burden, somewhat of an unknown, a rookie, was supposed to be a first round pick, got labeled a diva wide receiver, which usually slides people in the draft, and as of late has been the team's leading receiver. I'm going with Luther Burden here. Simply because Jaden Reed is not healthy enough right now to be the impact player. Jaden Reed that we know is 110 scrimmage yards. We haven't seen that since he's come back. Luke Musgraves, Colston Loveland. And then if you want to go further,
Matthew Golden.
John. No, I'm not even. If I'm going starters at each position.
Uh,
Matthew Golden, first off, has been abysmal. If
he's
you're
been
gonna call it,
okay. He's been okay. It's just that they haven't really passed him the ball that much because they
if
go
you're
into
gonna call out
yeah.
any receiver as your extra depth role, it needs to be Dontavion Wicks. And yes, your fourth receiver is gonna win the fourth receiver. I'll take Wicks over Alamide Zacchaeus. But okay, so Colston Loveland, Luke Musgraves. I'm taking Colston Loveland 10 out of 10 right now. The the weapons on Chicago's side are favored. The defense for Chicago is playing slightly stronger than Green Bay. I'm going with Chicago in a tight game. Give me 28-24. Duh Bears. I would hate to be the drywall in your apartment come Saturday night.
I hate be the drywall when my Packers win.
Because you're going to come on the wall?
Oh no, it's not gonna come on the wall. It's gonna be excitement. Be earthquake going on.
So what else are you going to do to the drywall if it's not come on the wall?
No idea. All right. Sunday. First game is the 1 o'clock game. We have the Buffalo Bills, your team, at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Who do you think the favorite is?
Tough one, but I think it's a pick 'em. It's probably going to be the Bills at 1.5.
It's the Jags at 1.5.
Really? Okay. Um, I was kind of close. It's just the opposite. But it doesn't surprise me. It's a close game. Um, you know, it's going to be really interesting because I've said it for a while that I think if it was the Bills versus the Patriots in New England, better matchup for Buffalo to win that game, because they know them well. They haven't played the Jaguars this year. Um, Jacksonville is they have not allowed a leading they haven't allowed a running back or a runner in general to get over 100 yards rushing in the entire regular season. They're number one in run stop. So I've been like kind of going back and forth on who I think should win this or who I think will win it. Um, with the way Jacksonville is and Jacksonville's the only team that's beaten Denver in Denver, which they were the number one defense in the league. But at the same time, I feel like the Bills have more experience in the playoffs. They haven't won on the road, but three of those four times they haven't won on the road in playoff games were to Kansas City. And then Houston was the first year Josh Allen made it to the playoffs, which was a
Technically, if
game
you want to count that way, 5 because they lost to Jacksonville in Jacksonville.
in the playoffs.
2018, the year
Oh yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
broke
but
the
I'm talking
drought.
about for Josh Allen. I'm talking Josh Allen though, like specifically. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, that would be true. But like specifically for Josh Allen, like he's only lost four. Houston his first year going to the playoffs, which they should have won that game, and the three other ones with Kansas City. Um, and I look at this game and I look at this matchup. It's very close. But I think the experience that Allen has, I think is going to give the Bills more of the edge. Josh Allen's going to have to put the team on his back. Um, Again, I am concerned with the running game because, again, they're very good at containing the runners. Obviously, Josh Allen, master at running when it comes to being a quarterback that runs. Um, so it's going to be a tough game. And that's why I think the Vegas is on a pick 'em for it. But I think the Bills will eke it out. I'm gonna say it is 27-20 Buffalo in a close game.
So I 1000% understand why it's pick 'em. Buffalo didn't play genius, but then again, they also didn't have players to be able to do so. They didn't get out of the Ralph closing unscathed on Sunday.
Yeah,
Potentially the biggest injury being losing, most likely,
their
hasn't
kicker.
been
Oh
official,
yeah,
but
their kicker
most
too.
likely losing Maxwell Harrison for the game.
Well, that too,
Um,
but the kicker too. By the way, did they say they signed a kicker yet? Or
the kicker isn't lost.
he
The
got injured?
update as of yes,
I don't even know why they played him. Like they could have just fucking went for 2 point conversions the entire
the
game.
update as of yesterday was that he is day to day, which is better than it was originally called Sunday. That it was detrimental and long term. So Matt Prater is day to day, maybe playing. Maxwell Harrison left the stadium in a boot on Sunday. He is still in a boot. I don't know if it was just a severely rolled ankle, if it's a high ankle, what it is. Not a great sign when Jacksonville, yes, they can run the ball, but their identity right now is that Trevor Lawrence is playing a very high level football. Now for the facts. The top four quarterbacks in the NFL in the playoffs this year in playoff victories. Who's number one, Frank?
In playoff victories,
That's in the playoffs at the moment. The playoff
Aaron
victories.
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is one with 12.
Yeah, Aaron
Josh
Rodgers.
Allen is two with 7. Number 3 is Jalen Hurts. Number 4 is Matt Stafford.
Yeah, that'd be right.
What is the one thing Josh Allen does not have that the other 3 have?
A Super Bowl.
Josh Allen has the second most playoff experience in terms of victories out of the top 4 quarterbacks in the playoffs right now. That has to make him a little pissed and a little hungry. The key to this game for Buffalo, they need to one.
Early start because they're usually a
I
second
don't
half
even want to
team.
say early start. I'm going to say one. They need to find a way to play a neutral defense. Yes, Trevor Lawrence is hot, but you cannot go full send on Trevor Lawrence and let Travis Etienne eat you alive. This team has not stopped the run well. We all know it. We're in the bottom of the league in the run. We have the most running back touchdowns allowed of any of the teams in the playoffs right now, allowing 21 touchdowns out of the backfield, passing and rushing. Number 2, you absolutely have to not let Joe Brady be in control of this game. Josh Allen is Josh Allen for a reason. He's a special fucking player. If
Absolutely.
if Josh is noticing something, Josh needs to make the play calls. Do not limit Josh. Do not walk into this game and go, hey, James Cook is 11-1 when he has over 100 yards. Correct. 100 yards, not 100 rushing yards. Rushing and receiving. Get him
You
involved
don't want
other
to do that
ways.
against Jacksonville, anyways, like I pointed out with the run
But
stop.
but that's what I'm saying. Joe Brady's line of sight would be, we have to have James Cook involved. You do, but forcing the run is not it. And I can foresee Joe Brady pulling that shit. That they want to force the ball down James Cook's throat. It's not going to bode well. You need to let Josh be Josh. I hate saying the word hero ball, but you're going to almost want to let Josh play hero ball here. They are one of 4 teams in the playoffs that have not had a defensive touchdown scored on them. Don't let it happen this week. You can't let it happen this week because that's going to let the tides turn. There's going to be turnovers in this game. You got to limit them. I'd be happy if there aren't. In all reality, I saw a stat earlier. Josh Allen has thrown 32 touchdowns in his playoff career. You know how many interceptions he's thrown?
Maybe 2, 3,
4.
4.
32-4 is a pretty damn good. That's 8-1. I'll take that all day in the playoffs. My money's on Josh Allen being able to pull this out, not the coaching staff. The defense is rounding into shape. I don't think they'll have Ed Oliver back yet. But I think when it comes down to as much as I've had gripes with the Bills' offense or coaching staff, they have been there.
Do you think they'll be
Liam
more?
Cohen is not.
Do you think they'll be more aggressive if they limited with the kicker for fourth downs and 2 point conversions? It could be a factor if that
They
happens.
were the other day, but I'm almost wondering if they're going to elevate. They signed two kickers this week.
Oh, okay.
So they do have kickers. I'm almost wondering if they're going to elevate one
Is
and
it the same
have
one
two
they
kickers
had
active.
before? Because I think they cut him from the
It
practice
is
squad.
not. They
Okay.
signed Matthew Wright, and they
Okay.
also signed some random dude to a futures contract.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Buffalo pulls it out. I'm gonna say they pull it out handily. I think if they play the game we know they can, they are tough to unbeatable. I'm gonna say it's 38-21.
Oh man, you're going out there for that one.
I think they're hungry. I think they know. I think Josh knows. And I know that he knows there's going to be an asterisk if he does it. But if he wants to fucking do it, there's no better time.
Uh, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, again, them going up to the sixth seed kind of changed the trajectory of the playoff hunt. So
But at the same time, his three biggest rivals are nowhere to be found.
that is true.
No Lamar, no Pat, no Joe.
Might have some new rivalries this playoff cycle, though.
I would love nothing more than to see Trevor Lawrence push his name to being a top guy. I love Trevor Lawrence. I truthfully do. But not
Clemson
this
guy
week.
over here.
Sorry.
What's up?
I said I'd love Trevor Lawrence, just not this week. Sorry.
All righty. Okay, so now we have midday Sunday 4:30. San Francisco 49ers at the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions.
The Eagles are a 5.5 point favorite.
Eh, okay, well, I think with this game, it's going to come down to a lot of factors. Weather might be a factor, but I think also if the weather's not a factor, as long as the 49ers don't have any serious injuries going in, because I know they've been a hobbled team, not seems that has really stopped them. Um, I I'm gonna go with the upset here. I do think the 49ers are gonna win because I think the Eagles are more of a hobbled team going in. I mean, they couldn't beat the Commanders last week when they were trying to get a higher seed. Um,
To be fair, they also didn't start starters.
yeah, they didn't start that many starters, but still, I mean, they had their opportunities and they couldn't do it. And even before that, they've kind of not been playing that good the past couple of weeks.
I couldn't agree more with that, but again, it's not that they missed their top three offensive players, maybe four, because I doubt Lay Johnson played either. There was no Jalen Hurts, there was not an AJ Brown, there was not a Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. So with this game, I think the 49ers overall are a better team right now. Obviously, these two have played each other the past couple years in playoff games, so they kind of know each other a little bit. Um, if Purdy doesn't get injured, because he got injured in the one game against the Eagles a few years ago.
Well,
If
he
Purdy
also got
doesn't,
injured last week.
oh well, he's playing, right?
He's expected to. It was
Oh,
a stinger. It was the tail end
okay.
of the game. It was a stinger, which he should be able to play through, but
That's the problem. But the one thing though that they didn't have a couple years ago when he broke his collarbone is they didn't have Matt Jones, who they have now, who could come in and run the offense the same way Purdy does. So that is also a possibility as well. And I know you like Matt Jones. So
like him even better that he's not a Patriot.
yeah. So there is possibilities for the 49ers to still win this. I do think they will win. Again, I don't think the Eagles are playing that great going in. They're not as good as they were last year. Um, and if you play mistake-free football, you're probably going to win this game, even if it's in Philadelphia. The only thing that I think might hurt the 49ers is if there is weather issues, because obviously the Eagles are more used to the weather, being an outdoor Northeast compared to, being in the West Coast. But I'm still going to go with the 49ers because I just think on paper they are a better team. I'm going to say it is 28-17 49ers.
I just realized that the first game we agreed on all week was the Bills game. Um, this will be the second because I don't think the Eagles are good. I think the Niners. This is one of those situations that does bode for the case you were talking about. That yes, you should get it off your seating or off of your division, but it should reseed. Because in all reality, the Niners are better than a majority of the teams in the NFC right now. Um, as long as they don't hit that random stumbling point. If I'm not mistaken, it was pretty rainy on Saturday night in that game, which
Yeah,
also
and the
didn't
weather. The weather could
help
be a
them.
factor, but again,
But the weather on Saturday was ugly. Um, so like I think the Vegas odds makers are overlooking the fact that they scored 3 points as like, oh, they're damaged. No, it's that to me is the same as what we always talk about when it's Cleveland and Pittsburgh or Cincy and Baltimore. It's a division game. They're gonna dogfight, and
yeah.
those two teams love to dogfight.
And Seattle's defense is much better, I think, than the Eagles' defense too. So if we're talking about,
Seattle's defense is the one that scares me the most.
I
That's
know
the
that's what
team
I'm
I
saying.
don't.
Like the 49ers not getting only getting 3 points last week was more based on Seattle than it was Philly. Like I don't think Philly is
That's
going
got
to
to
be able to.
scare you more if you do eke this win out.
Yeah, but I'm
If
just
you
saying
eke
that's why
out
I
the
would say the
Bears win.
49ers are better here.
But I'm saying if you eke out this Bears win, you have to be fucking terrified of seeing Seattle at the next round.
Yeah. Uh, well, even if my Packers win, obviously it would change, but still,
No,
no
that's
matter
literally what
who.
I'm saying. If your Packers win, you have to be terrified of seeing
I know
Seattle at the next
I've
round.
said that I think Seattle is. I mean I said it on the show before. I out of the three from the West, I thought Seattle was the best team. I
I
said it
said that
for a
I
while
said that in my
now.
group chat with Gary and Jason today. I said if there's one team I pray that I'm not facing if Buffalo gets there, it's Seattle.
Fun fact: every time Seattle's been the number one seed, they've made it to the Super Bowl.
Well, fucking records and trends are meant to be broken because
Well,
the
it
amount of
does.
those in this year's playoffs are just not feasible for everybody to have it.
Yeah.
Because your record is that every time a 27-year-old quarterback got a defensive player of the year candidate, you've also won a Super Bowl.
Quarterback. The quarterbacks have won when they're 27. The
Yes, but
Packers.
that would mean that the team would win, which would
Yeah,
mean that your Packers are set to win.
I hope
And
so. I
but
hope
that's what I'm saying.
so.
There's so many trends this year that are finally starting to line up that something's got to give.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going the Niners here, and it's going to be a lot. Like I think the Niners are going to humble this team. The Niners have quickly become a team that doesn't have to win by throwing outside, and that's kind of what Philadelphia has done well is prevent the receivers from scoring. Niners thrive off tight ends and running backs. Give me the Niners 38, Philadelphia 17.
Okay. Um. Now we go to the Sunday 8 o'clock game, which is the LA Chargers at the New England Patriots.
The Pats are a 3.5 point favorite.
I'm surprised it's only three. I think this is the best matchup for the Patriots. Um, like I said, if it would have been Buffalo versus New England, if the Bills had stayed in the seventh seed, I would say the Bills would probably handily beat the Patriots. This is probably the best scenario for the Patriots to play. In my opinion, a weak. We've talked about the Chargers, very injured prone team. Um, didn't play that much last week against the Broncos, but the only thing that could possibly happen is if the Chargers are looking good, coming out of their, resting players. But I'm gonna go with New England. I'm gonna say it is 26-13, New England.
So this is funny to me because I've actually seen people online saying the Chargers wanted to face New England. Why? I don't want New England right now. I want to see New England get a couple lumps on them before Buffalo has to potentially face them.
That would be in the conference championship game, I think.
It would be the only chance would
Yeah.
be the championship. You're right. But I said this last week on the show. New England's run defense has looked bad as of late because they didn't have Milton Williams. They got Milton Williams back, and it's almost like I know he didn't play a lot last week, but they limited Miami to very few yards. Um, New England's defense is for real. No matter what you want to say about their offense, not facing a lot of talent, Mac or Drake May is still very, very good. Um,
Could be potentially the MVP this year.
I would fight that for sole reasons of
Well, it's either going to be
Matt
him or
Stafford.
Matthew Stat. It's either going to be
I
him or
think Matt Stafford has had more quality wins. I'm not taking away the stats Drake May's had, but Stafford has had more quality wins. It's who's more important to the team. The team's winning bigger games with Matt Stafford.
yeah.
That's why I think Matt Stafford deserves it. Um, Beyond that, though, dude, the Chargers are whooped. That team is injured beyond repair right now. Congratulations, dude. You made it, but you're getting the equivalency of a participation trophy. You're here, you're the seventh seed. Enjoy your trip to New England in the winter and get the fuck out. Um, Maybe go to Martha's Vineyard after. Who knows? I'm telling you, New England's gonna throttle them 28-7.
All right. Final game, Monday Night Football. The Houston Texans at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, you're not gonna like this.
They're saying Houston.
3-point favorite.
Steelers have not lost a Monday Night Football at home since Chuck Noll. Mike Tomlin is undefeated at on Monday Night Football at home. Pittsburgh Steelers. I think are going to win this game. It is a home game. Aaron Rodgers is going to play lights out. DK Metcalf is back. I know Houston has a good defense, but they also played very sloppy against the Colts last week when they were actually trying to play to get up the division. Um, I'm going with the Steelers. I'm going with the Steelers. It's home, Monday Night Football. I know it's only been 5 years since they've been doing Monday Night Football and playoff games, but the statistic suggests the Steelers are going to win. It's at home again, even though Houston on paper should be better. Because the Steelers are getting the home game, I'm going to go with the home game. I'm going with the home team. I'm going with A-Rod. Uh, Pittsburgh Steelers wins the game. Give me, I'm going to say, we're going to go on the bush here. I'm going to say 23-16, Steelers.
I'm going to make a very bold claim that has nothing to do with the outcome of this game, but everything to do with last week with the Texans Colts game. Yes, they were trying to win, but I also think that defense was just also was playing to not get hurt. Um, Indy's defense hasn't lost anybody really injury wise. Indy's defense was solid to start the year, and it did give fits to CJ Stroud. The biggest concern here, I guess, would be CJ Stroud on my end. I think Houston's defense is going to be able to check Aaron Rodgers pretty easily. However, if Philly or if Pittsburgh's defense wasn't a screen door on a submarine, it might be a little bit more concerning. I think Houston puts up, as long as Houston scores more than 20, generally they're going to win the game. Give me Houston 28, Pittsburgh 14.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man, that defense is the defense that scares me. I don't want to see Houston again. They're winners of 9 straight. They're red hot.
So you'd rather
They're
see the
good.
Steelers win. You'd rather see the Steelers win.
I would rather see the Steelers win. I'm not scared of the Steelers. I want the Steelers.
That'd be funny if they the championship game.
I would love to see that happen. And it's funny because you talk about all the this is meaning of this and this is meaning of this and Pittsburgh hasn't lost since this and Green Bay with 27-year-old quarterback and here's a fun one for you. You know the only stadium in the league Josh Allen hasn't played and won a game in?
Pittsburgh?
Nope.
What, Houston?
Home of the Super Bowl.
Really?
Sure is. And you know what else that is? The closest stadium to his home.
Oh, wow. Okay. Damn.
They're all writing stories. Everything has a storyline this year.
It's the storylines. Oh, at least it ain't the referees.
Fucking somebody call Vince McMahon and let him start writing them again. We're going to have Kane, the Boogeyman, and Boogie Woogie Jimmy Valiant and a tag team match, playa.
That would be something. All right. So as we said, the Broncos and the well, we haven't said it, but the Broncos and the Seahawks. Well, talk about Seattle, but Broncos and the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks are on bye, so they're waiting for someone. Um, but yeah, those are the matchups. Those are our predictions. Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and that bell button, all that good stuff. Make sure to watch my Green Bay Packers Beast recap
Win
game.
or lose.
Hopefully it is an exciting edition and that we're moving on to the next week.
If it's lose, I am sharing it everywhere, and I am going to make sure I watch it with so much enjoyment.
Oh man, I'll be fired up either. Well, put it this way, I'll be fired up no matter what. It's either going to be excitement or it's going to be disheartened anger. No matter what.
If
So
it's anger, can you show pictures of what you've done to your drywall? One way or another, can you show me what you've
I'll
done to your
throw my apple
drywall?
juice I'll throw my apple juice bottle.
But not your bike.
Empty. No, not that. I need that. Um, but yeah.
Next
So,
week we should be back in studio.
yep.
This was more of an emergency basis, as my family has been down with whatever virus is going on because it's not the flu, but it's bad.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully get you
If
well
I
from
could
that.
keep you from getting it, Frank, I was going to do that because I've never felt it takes a lot to calm me out of seeing a Bills game.
Yeah.
This came on at 1 o'clock on Sunday. I had everybody show up at the Tiki Bar. I was not part of the Tiki Bar. They all had fun at the Tiki Bar without me. I slept on the couch.
Yeah, that's the last game of the Ralph.
Yep, I did not get to see it. I saw the first touchdown and then promptly threw up in the backyard and didn't see the rest of the game.
That sucks, man. Get well though. Also, your sponsors too.
Nikki ta two scoops. Best ice cream in the North Towns. Kyle at chickendippin.com or chicken underscore dippin on Instagram. Um, Jeanette at the beauty parlor. I think that's the correct name of it. Uh, Bigfoot, because he don't stop believing. And Rebel Nomad Adventure Gear. My favorite Bills fan in the Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina area. Let's go, Charlie.
All right. That is it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. He's the Reigning 48. We're out of here. See you guys next week for the divisional round of the playoffs. Out. Peace.